Sorry about that, collective. Like, I literally felt a bug crawling up my leg, and I know there's one crawling around, and I'm not scared of it or anything, but it's just like shocking. And that's the thing, it's like sometimes I was thinking almost like bugs are bad or something like that when they're shown to you, but I almost feel as though sometimes it's like a sign of positivity or something. Or it's at least trying to show you a sign of like the fact that you're at least aware, okay? But anyway, sorry about. Well, if it was symbolism, then maybe it was for a reason. Maybe I had to see it for a reason. So, or maybe you had to see it for a reason. 5 of Wands in the reverse. So maybe it's almost like a sign that you're actually your crown chakra is opening up a little bit more widely now. The Messenger in the reverse. Maybe that's because you're not receiving downloads as much as you possibly could be. And maybe that's actually like a good thing, where it's like, I know that almost seems like counterintuitive, but I just saw 111 on the timer. So it's like sometimes a break from downloads can be like very, very taxing and relaxing. So it's like taxing because you're like really, really used to it. But then at the same time, it's like good to take breaks, you know? Good to go to sleep. Good to go to sleep. Yeah. Good to go to sleep. You gotta go, your mind has to shut off. We have the Judgment. And then a 144 just came on the timer. So this has to do with someone's twin flame journey. I definitely feel that there's judgment happening. Maybe with the person that you were in a relationship with for those 10 years. Or this past year. Or for like a couple months. Those are like, and then the 40 years. The 25's not really showing up, but yeah, okay, this is the person from the past. I'm hearing the past, what? 6 years just came to mind. Okay, so if somebody had like a 6, interesting. Okay, yeah. So, 6 years. Yeah, so this was somebody, it could be somebody who ruined your connection. Because this is somebody that you've known for 6 years. And you might have not known them. But they knew you. And they knew that they were going to try to take from 333 you. This might have been somebody who you didn't know was watching what you were doing. But I'm hearing there are cameras everywhere. And no rest for the wicked. That's what I'm hearing. So it's almost like even, that's what the spiritual attacks. It's like not necessarily, it could be physical. Surveying, etc., etc. But I'm not necessarily even saying that's the case though with this particular, like, karmic. I'm hearing it's a karmic situation. 444 on the timer. This person was actually trying to do the most to you, and you were actually avoiding the brunt of all the spirituality. shitty behavior they were having towards you. Somehow you got off, I mean, not somehow. You're the chosen one. But the thing is, it's like if you knew how much this person, how much these people were actually trying on your faith, your behaviors, your mannerisms, everything basically about yourself, that you sometimes are actually like self-conscious about. I'm just gonna say this much. There's a reason why because these are spiritual attacks, and it's like 555 on the timer. If you actually saw the extent, it's like almost looking at like patterns. I just posted a photo of fractals. I don't know if you saw it, but fractals are basically like the repeating patterns that occur on like natural plants or things like that. For example, I posted a picture of fractals on trees or a tree, and it's basically like that shows like that it's like one leaf has like many, it's like a fern has many leaves on the fern itself, and then that fern stem has another fern on it, and that stem is like attached to another stem which has a lot of other ferns on it, which has many other leaves on it. So it's like the symbolism is like continuing the cycles of, I'm hearing continuing the cycles of abusive behaviors. And that's what this person was doing for 6 whole years. 7:07 on the timer. But you're so friggin' spiritually inclined. Whatever this person was doing for the whole of 40, 25, 6, 1, couple months, whatever. And I'm hearing like, whoa! Like, this person really was doing the most to you. And you have no idea what they were doing. And it's like the reason it was hidden from you was because, I don't know why it was hidden from you, honestly. I do feel like if you found out earlier, you might have been open to understanding. I don't think there was a reason Spirit hid this. I'm hearing the karmics say, like, we hid it from you. So it's like, oh, so the karmics, yep, the karmics hid their behaviors from you because they were shaming themselves based off their own behaviors. Does that make any sense to you? So basically that's what they were doing the whole time. So Spirit was like, hey, I would have shown you a lot earlier, but the thing is, like, divine timing's at play too, and it's like Spirit also understands that, boom, like when you truly do understand what's going on around you, it's like, boom, amazing shit, T, B, hey, viewer, be gone with the breeze. Bye, don't need ya, right? So, yeah, we have the 6 of Wands in the reverse. Bye. And like, look, there's literally like a breeze here in this card, but it's in the reverse, so it's like gone with the breeze. So what else is the karmic saying? Ace of Wands, 10 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. That makes sense. So the reason Spirit hid this from you was because of your spirit. That's what I'm hearing. It's because you could actually, it wasn't actually hiding it from you. It's because it was actually strengthening your intuition. Does that make any sense? It's because you knew deep down exactly what was happening. You might not have been shown it in a 3D world sense, but spirit knew you already knew. Does that make any sense at all? Hopefully it does. So the Ace of Wands, and the Six of wow. Okay, so let me show you everything. This is the Six of Cups, the Ace of Wands. I already showed you the Six of Wands in the reverse, the Ten of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. That was your spirit through the worst of your life. That's what I'm hearing. And the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, the Seven of Wands, and the Five of Cups is the outcome for the spiritual warfare waged on yourself. And there was 10:44 on the timer. Or was that 10:40? I definitely saw 10:47. Okay, 10:47. That's 10 and 11. Yeah, that's like a brand new, that's like the Fool card. 10 and 11, I feel like that is the Fool. 11:11 on the timer. So the person that I'm hearing almost like, I'm hearing the person you thought was your twin flame it may not actually have been your twin flame. Now, I want you to understand that that doesn't necessarily signify the world. That doesn't necessarily, the lovers. That doesn't necessarily signify that they weren't a catalyst to the situation of what you're going through right now. The Emperor. I can't make this shit up. I believe you do have a twin flame. I don't know who the twin flame is, unfortunately. But I do believe that you have one. And the reason right now that you're not able to I'm hearing reunion. So this is definitely it's for sure a past life. But I'm wondering whether it's someone that you knew or not in this particular lifetime. Because we all want that juicy meat, or juicy, I'm vegan. So we all want that juicy, juicy, I just thought of a pastry, like a vegan pastry that's juicy. We all want that juicy pastry. We all want that, we all want that little bite into that juicy, I really want to here's the thing, I'm trying to cut down on sugar, and it's really difficult because I just realized, have you ever seen that episode of Hey Arnold where Chocolate Boy gets all the chocolate that he wants or something like that? That is me. I would literally just spend my money on chocolate. Brownies, pastries, chocolate. Not so much actual chocolate. A lot of it was just pastries. So, cake, pie, things like that. I mean, it's not just chocolate, honestly, but chocolate, I mean, brownies, unlike cookie, like brownies and like I don't know how I just got chocolate all the time, but I managed to get chocolate. Like, even when I went vegan, I was like, oh, there are these like cacao bites or whatever that you can get that are vegan. And I was just searching for every chocolate option, 15-15 on the timer. I feel like that 15-15 is like signifying like being kind to yourself when you're progressing in life, and understanding that there are moments where you might not view it as perfection, and that's absolutely gonna be the case. So if you have a little bit more of like a obsessive compulsive tendency to like be like, okay, I was supposed to be this, right? I was supposed to go on this particular. That's why I was saying, even with cleansing, and even with like crown chakra cleansing and heart chakra cleansing, sacral chakra, solar plexus, throat chakra, every chakra, root chakra, y'all need a lot of work on root chakra. I will say that 100%. Lots and lots and lots of work on root chakra. But the more important message, I'm hearing the base root chakra of this message is that it's all right if it's only fleeting. Because sometimes we're not safe enough to do these rituals in energies that are trying to attack us. So every moment, every beautiful breath. Do y'all want to take a breath? Letting your body just do its thing is the best thing you could do for your body. Sometimes we don't have the capacity to sage our whole kitchen, apartment, complex, house, living. I heard living room, yard. I was hearing living yard. Maybe somebody has like a living room in their yard. That's fucking awesome. Moment to moment, time, chiming. I heard chiming. Throughout these moments, you're in instability, capacity, movement, motion. Motion is cleansing, by the way. Immobility and peace and acceptance is also a form of cleanse. Okay? So this will stay with you, hopefully. Now, about that outcome. Who is your twin flame? How many years has it been since this person has abused you, etc., etc.? Not your twin. I'm hearing your twin. For some of you, it is your twin. For some of you, it's your twin. For some of you, it's your twin that abused you. The King of Cups. Oh my gosh. For others, let's clarify this King of Cups. This King of Cups does not want to show its true color. I was trying to pull a card from the deck and it wasn't pulling. Like, I couldn't, it was like slipping away. So this is a very slippery King of Cups. That's particularly who you might have been dealing with. Or this is the person that was trying to stop the union. I'm not quite sure. There's a lot of like you've been through a lot, so there's a lot of like energies in this reading. Queen of Swords. The Fool in the reverse. Wow. Both these people together, I feel like they were working with the Fool in the beginning. They look unhappy as fuck. So, the Chariot in the reverse. I don't feel like whoever these people are moving very far in their own lives. The outcome of the situation. Because we did have the Lover's card and we had the Emperor come out. And I want to say the Emperor card is almost like your own energy. I'm feeling heavy karmic interference. See, it's like I picked up a card and it happened to be the one card that was facing the other way. Like, what the I have the Three of Wands in the reverse. Spirit, can we clarify what Page of Cups? Can we clarify who wasn't the twin flame? Can we clarify if that particular person was the twin flame or not the twin flame? Can we like specifically ask that? I feel like this is a question on 2202 on the timer. I just feel like, because the Lovers came out, the World came out, the Emperor came out, and we deduced that you are in a twin flame journey. And then I just literally saw 2220 on the timer, stepping into 22221. So we've deduced that you are a twin flame, but we haven't deduced that 25 to 40 year, 25 to 40 year, 40 years. Maybe this was somebody that you like knew. Let me not say anything until we get a little bit more clarity. Because I'm feeling heavy karmic interference. Like heavy karmic interference. 2323 on the timer. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna ask a question. Oh, the mahogany deck. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna ask the deck a question. Is the 2323, is that a good sign or a bad sign? Bad sign. Yeah. Okay, why is it a bad sign? Is it a bad sign because of these numbers, or is it a bad sign because Is it a bad sign because of the numbers, or is it a bad sign because we think that these numbers indicate like the particular people are bad? What did I just ask? Is it a bad sign because of the numbers, or is it a bad sign because we think particular people are bad? Yeah, okay. Spirit, please guide us in this. Okay, back to this. Thank you, Spirit. Please protect us during this reading and the rest of the reading. Okay. Is it a bad sign because of the numbers? Or is it a bad sign because we think that it's a bad sign because of these particular people? We have the King of Cups in the reverse. Is it a bad sign because of the numbers? Or is it a bad sign because we think these particular people are bad? Is it a bad sign because of the numbers, or is it a bad... We have the Seven of Cups in the reverse, the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, the Knight of Swords in the reverse, and the Five of Pentacles in the upright. Then we have the Ten of Cups. We have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, and the... Weird. The only reason I'm asking so specifically is because there's so much heavy karmic interference here. So what I'm trying to figure out is Spirit indicating to us that clearly there's heartbreak based off this situation you've had with these people. What we're trying to figure out, though, because I'm picking up abusive situations in these categories, and I obviously don't want anyone to go back to any place they felt abused, ever. I am not condoning that shit, ever. But the only thing is, and especially like if it, and this is also like, because everyone handles abuse differently too, and there's, it's not that everyone handles abuse differently. I honestly feel like most people handle abuse how anyone would handle abuse. It's just some people are more vulnerable about their experiences than other people. Some people want to talk about it more, some people like don't want to talk, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that. But the thing is, like, there are varying like degrees of like what you experience though sometimes. And I want to say like varying degrees of abuse as well, but at the same time I feel like abuse is abuse. So it's almost like that what you experience from it may be different from what someone else's experiences with that. Does that make sense? So it's not a comparison thing at all. It's just like a difference in experience. That's the important message. I honestly feel like that's the reason like Spirit, God had me do this reading in the first place. Because everybody here is healing. I can tell that for sure. But it's not just about the twin flame journey. It's about healing, right? 2929, 1111. The reason though I'm asking Spirit's like, don't ask the questions. All right. Strength. Queen of Swords in the reverse. The Devil. I feel like that's indicating like Judgment. Again, we had Judgment. There's somebody being judged in this situation, and I'm trying to figure out. Spirit said yes. Definitely there's Judgment. So I'm hearing that these people aren't bad people, but they're going to be judged very, very scrutin. The Sun in the reverse. The Six of Pentacles in the upright. Justice. This is a pretty heavily... I feel this had to do with... This had to do with somebody's perspective, like child. You might have had like a miscarriage or a childbirth defect, or maybe a child with I'm hearing like autism. And I'm also hearing somebody just like straight up missed out on having a children with somebody who would have been like a perfect soulmate connection for them. Maybe not a twin flame connection. King of Swords in the upright. Didn't we just have a Queen of Wands come out? Or Queen of Swords? The Queen of Swords is in the reverse and the King of Swords is in the upright. I almost immediately saw like yin and yang. We have the Five of Swords in the reverse and the Hermit card. That's Virgo energy. And the Eight of Wands. We have the Death card in the reverse. And the Tower. We have the Magician in the reverse. And the Ten of Swords in the reverse. The Page of Swords in the reverse. Okay. This person, they were trying to manifest you for absolutely bullshit reasons. I'm sorry that they were doing this to you. Hierophant. You're the Hierophant energy, that's for sure. We have this King of Pentacles in the reverse. And we had the Hermit come out. So I definitely feel the Five of Cups. That's the reading for you. 3333. I mean, the last thing I'm gonna say is that this Virgo was not somebody you should have been dealing with at the time. At all. This person was somebody who didn't understand your powers. Or they did understand your powers and they were jealous of your powers. And this person, heavy karmic interference on both ends of the spectrum. Hmm. It's crazy. These people are so on the cusp of like, but also nowhere near what you deserve to be in your life. What you deserve to be had in your life. It's like they're right on the cusp of being what you want, but they're not. They're also at the same time not at all what you need. Wow. Wow. I was talking about there's just two, from somewhere from that 25 to 40 years. And also the 10-year. Or sorry, the 6 years and the 1 year. Something like that. Sorry. I heard keep going until you get the clarity you seek in life. Whoa. We have the Four of Wands and it came out in the reverse. It was like almost like this is such a crazy reading because it was like moving towards the yeah, I just straight up picked my nose. It's moving towards, it wants to move towards, it's like, but it came out in the reverse. don't know why I want to put that in the upright so bad. I'm gonna leave it in the upright. I feel it was like, again, I feel like there's so much. This is such a beautiful card. I'm hearing you need to experience a new type of love. A new kind of love. I'm hearing that it's here's the Tower card again. I just heard there's 2 people having Tower moments right now. There's 2 people who realize that they lost themselves because of your love for them. It's like they lost out. It's like, it's almost like they didn't realize what they had until it left them dry, unhinged, and wow. I heard there's somebody coming for you. 42:43 on the timer. 67. Do you guys ever have these moments when you're watching tarot? You're like, is my twin flame like my parent? Or my parents or something? I definitely feel like a lot of like childhood trauma wounds come from childhood trauma, obviously. So a lot of healing for the twin flame journey has to do with trauma and childhood trauma. So I feel like a lot of the times when we talk about like the twin flame journey, we're actually talking about our wounds from as children. 44:11 on the timer. Isn't that funny how it's like backwards? Like usually you'll see like 11:44 or even like 1:44. That is 40. It was 44:11. I think you have to go backwards in order to move forwards. Wow. Oh. maybe when you heal things with your family or your children or your past lovers or your current people in your life, whoever you want to heal with, I'm not saying go into any situation you feel uncomfortable, because that person probably didn't change if they're a narcissistic personality disorder, karmic situation. However, that's what I heard.